Pati and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica Figures. Today we're going back to an old classic with entry number 51 from our favorite show, Haikyu, Asahi Azumane, Nendoroid number 914. So like I said, we've seen a bunch of Haikyu Nendoroids because it's definitely one of my biggest series that I collect. And we haven't gone through the whole Karasuno team yet. Or at least everyone that has a Nendoroid through, the 3 second years besides Tanaka and Nishinoya that don't figure as much early on in the anime, but they have some moments later on in the manga and anime. They unfortunately do not have Nendoroid, so it's just like the main team of the 4 first years, the 2 second years, and the 3 third years. That makes what? 9? Yeah, it's the 9 of them. So here we have our last third year with Asahi. We're still missing one more, I believe. We haven't seen Tanaka yet. But first, let's take a look at this little dude in his box. As you can see, he is one of the third years right there. So they have them posing right here. We've already seen Suga and Daichi. So now is Asahi, and it looks like he comes with 2 different headpieces or little bang sections because he has them with the headband and the little bun right down there, and he has his ball, and then he has this very funny face, and then he has facial hair right there, which is, there's always the running joke that he looks much older than he actually is, and joking around that he looks like Jesus. So yeah, let's see, we have some action poses, some serious faces, and then his like little cute smiling faces, and then his panic face, which was that one. Okay, so let's get this dude out of his box and take a closer look. So here we have Asahi. As you can tell, I did not do a very good job of closing his box. The last time I used him, his head, his secondary head is kind of in the wrong position, so none of these are all the way down. But before we take a good look at him, let's open his little booklet, as we usually do, and see what it brings. So this is, as we see, very simple, very straightforward in terms of parts and booklet. He doesn't have anything extra special that we need any other instructions on how to do. We just have the usual how to change the face places and how to use the brace. Let's see, we have his main body, a secondary face, and then a third head, which is the one that has the headband, and I don't remember if it has the little bun, but then he has his regular arms that are in his body, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra arm pieces and 1 extra leg piece. He has his typical Haikyu volleyball court base with the brace and the stand, so everything's good there. And then he has the extra one for his volleyball. He comes with his volleyball, but his volleyball is already attached to his hand, so we'll see if that is permanently attached, or you can separate it. I have a feeling you can separate it because I think we see him with the volleyball in other poses on the box. And then yeah, the one where he looks like he's giving the spike, and then the other one where he looks like he might be receiving the ball. So yeah, let's take a closer look at him outside of the blister. So I'm pretty sure this is not his default face. It's probably this happier looking face. But this is the last one I must have used on him. He has his hair tied back and the little bun. And the little bun does not move, so don't try to move that. And then he has a serious face. He has his panicking face right here. And then he has his more happy neutral face, where you can see it's when he starts wearing the headband, some of his hair down, but he still has a little mini bun. I don't know if I noticed that in the anime, that he still had a little mini bun when he's wearing his hair like this. It's definitely down after, who was it? Tanaka that told him that he had to be careful or else he might go prematurely bald from holding his head back like that all the time. Something like that. If you remember, let me know. But then other than that, he has his 2 arms right here. Looks like he can use them to hold the ball. If they look, it looks like he can clap. It's funny what poses you could put him in that. Then it looks like this arm is for spiking down the ball, and this one's for holding it or getting ready to serve, or it might be for serving the ball actually. And yeah, this does have a little nudge and a little hole, so you can use it in other poses with the other brace. And then this is just a fist, so we can take a better look of the box later to see what pose that's from. And like many Haikyu characters, he comes with a bent leg because these are not articulated leg figures, the Haikyu ones for the most part. So usually if they want to have a bent leg, it comes with an extra part. You could put this on another Nendoroid, but remember when you're playing with Haikyu, make sure to pay attention if they have like knee braces or like longer leggings. Sometimes that'll change it. So for this one is definitely his left leg right there, which is kind of, I like when they have something that you can notice them like that more easily to be able to tell the legs apart, because sometimes it's hard to tell which leg is which unless you look at the inside of the part if it says L or R, because honestly, their feet don't look too different on either leg. See? Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. But yeah, here is Asahi. So let's pick a pose for him to be in for our final spin around. I kind of like this pose. We can either put it here or we can put it on his hip like that one, and him holding the ball with this face. Yeah, I think we'll go with the more classic Asahi hair. Or should we do it with the Jesus hair? I like that one with his hands up, but I don't think we're gonna do that today. Let's go with classic Asahi. So we're gonna change his face. So let's open this one up. And it's interesting because you can kind of see where there's a seam right there. Did I scratch it or was it always like that? Who knows? But that's just how it is. And let's open up his face. Taking our time to just nudge it out of there. And put his serious face on that one. And honestly, you could probably mix and match these. Though it would be weird that he doesn't have the rest of the band going around his head in that one. But you could put it on. Nothing is stopping you. Okay, serious Asahi. Go back in there. And then smiling Asahi go in here. Now for that arm, it definitely was the one that has the ball already in his hand. Okay, let's see. See, this is sometimes what happens when you don't use them in a while. Is that it? So yeah, so we're kind of maybe a little like that. Yeah, and then we're gonna put his hand on his hip instead. So it looks like that one's just using his regular shoulder. Staying there, but this arm part to get that angle. Maybe. Like that. Because it's doing it like this, so it looks right from this angle. Just make it match a little bit more. But we're going to actually see it from this angle. So, yeah, I think that's fine. This one leg feels a lot looser than this leg. Sometimes that happens. So that is pretty much Asahi right here. He's very simple. Haikyu Nendoroid. I've definitely taken pictures of him with the other Haikyu Nendoroids, so you'll see those if you stick around to the end of this video. You'll see all my Nendoroid photography that I've done with him. And he, like I said, he's one of the later Haikyu Nendoroids I got for Karasuno, so I don't have as much with him, but I do have some full team pictures with him and some of him with the 30 years. So if you like Nendoroid photography, I would stick around to the end of the video and see what I've done so far. But that, I think, will bring us to the conclusion for today. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you considered liking and subscribing. I post Nendoroid related content every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Usually they're Nendoroid Collection videos, and sometimes there'll be Nendoroid crochet tutorials. Sometimes I'll do some behind the scenes of Nendoroid photography, or building sets, or opening sets like from Roll Life Super Creator that I did at least once of. I also open or do unboxings of things like Pop Mart blind boxes and other series. So if you also enjoy those, come check in every so often, because while they are expensive and I don't think I'm going to do them too frequently, I am planning to do them every now and then. So if you enjoyed those, please come back and check those out. I also run a stationery shop with a corresponding YouTube that goes for it. It is also A Small Geeky Chica, this time without the figures. You can check out my website at smallgeekychica.com, where I sell stationery goods such as stickers, sticker sheets, washi tape, bookmarks, and sticky note, among other things. So if you like all those kinds of stationery goods, I hope you'll give me a chance and check out A Small Geeky Chica on YouTube, and go to smallgeekychica.com and see if there's anything that's to your liking. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope to see you next week. Bye bye.